we're gonna take all of this
into this.
All right, so the first thing we're gonna do in this project is we're gonna cut all of our pieces and get everything laid out so that we can just throw it all together at the same time whenever we start welding.
So the first thing he's going to do is cut all the side pieces. They're all going to be 54 inches long, and this will have an area for kindling and for the firewood. All these are cut to 54 inches. We're going to cut these nubs off of here. This used to be sprinkler pipe. So we'll cut all these nubs off, and then we're going to cut the rest of our parts out. Looks good though.
So currently, if you can see this, see if I can get a little bit lighter, we're going to be cutting these pieces right here, and there's going to be 6 of them that we're going to be cutting out. Tighten up.
Yeah, the long ones we're going to bend. Those are the top and bottoms.
Okay, so we're going to bend these.
In between kindling.
And we're going to bend these. And what we're going to do is we're going to bend them. Basically, we're just going to crimp the end like that so that it's easier to weld to the pipe.
Instead of saddling them.
Yeah, instead of saddling them. So we should get these cut off here and here, and then get these bent, and then we'll start throwing it all together.
Sounds like a plan to me.
So we're getting it all welded together right now. We got all the pieces cut. What we did with these, this is actually a scrap piece, but I can demonstrate. Let me show you. So right here, you can see we bent it. That way it's easier to weld to the pipe. It kind of closes the gap between the pipe and this pipe, because it is round metal. But then we also went ahead, and if you can kind of look at it here, we cut the corners off right in here and on both sides, and that way we can get this pipe all the way up against the other pipe. I can kind of show you here, actually pieces right here. So you can see it sits closer, so we can get a good weld from here to this pipe here.
So we know there has not been a lot of explanation of what's going on here, but we're going to give you a little bit. Right now he's tacking the rails that will hold the logs, or basically really what this part is, it's the rails that will hold the kindling. This rail right here holds the logs, and there's a 14-inch spacing. There's a 14-inch spacing that runs from here to here. The total of the whole thing though is 18 inches. And then so we're tacking these long pieces, which are 60 inches, and we'll give you a better idea what that looks like here in a few minutes. So on the bottom and the sides, we're going to put this mesh on here.
Not on the sides.
No,
We don't have
it's
enough.
Okay.
So right now we're putting the final welds on it. There's a piece right here in the middle that this is some grate that we got. It's free, so it wasn't in, you know, perfect condition. So there's a middle piece there that was broken out. So we're just putting some grate in there to kind of help hold it in there.
That's hot. Ouch, that's hot too.
And so, you know, it's not gonna be pretty, but it's okay. It's gonna be storing firewood outside, so I'm not too concerned about it. The only last thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna throw a coat of paint on it, and then I will show you the complete final product once it's all painted and we get the wood on it. So the last thing you saw, we were finishing up all the welds on this thing and getting this grid here all tacked in place. What we're gonna do is we're gonna paint it. But first, I'm gonna take this drill with a wire brush on it, and we're gonna clean up this grid. It's all rusty. We're just gonna give it a better surface so that this paint can stick to it and so it lasts longer. Let's get to it. All right, so I got the surface prepped. Just kind of went over with the wire brush, knock off some of the rust that was already kind of like flaking off. So I knocked that all off. So we'll go ahead and we're gonna use this Rust-Oleum paint and primer on this thing. And this is a flat color, so it's just no gloss or anything like that. So we're gonna get this all painted up. Got it all painted up, and I've got a spot down here that I ran out of paint on, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that. I'm gonna have to go get another paint can, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now, and I'll go to the store later on and grab another paint. But for the most part, the top rack's all complete and it's all dried, so I'm gonna be able to start stacking wood on it, and I'll just get the bottom a little bit later on whenever I have some time to go to the store. But it's all painted up and looking real good. Got the wood all on there, and as you can see, we have some spots for some slightly smaller wood, some kindling, and some of the larger logs as well. All right, so as you can see, got a whole bunch of wood on here. It's not filled up. I'm gonna go get some more probably this week, and get this thing filled up with even some more wood. Kind of stock it up, that way I always have wood here. As you can see, a little different atmosphere than maybe you've seen in some of our other videos. And that's because I'm actually at my house right now. And that's kind of what we were building this for. I was building this because I moved into a neighborhood after I moved out of my parents' house, which is where we do most of the filming. And to be able to store the wood in the backyard is way easier. So there it is. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and appreciate everybody that likes and leaves a comment on our videos. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks.